We're entering a moment in the crypto market that's quietly exciting. Altcoins are showing signs of life, institutional access is improving, and capital is beginning to rotate beyond Bitcoin. Today, we'll explore why this may signal the start of another altcoin season, what to watch, and how you might approach it strategically. Let's dive in. The first thing to notice is market structure. Bitcoin dominance has been holding steady, but beneath the surface, altcoins are gaining strength. The Altcoin Season Index is showing incremental improvements, indicating that some of the top-performing non-Bitcoin assets are starting to outpace Bitcoin. Historically, when Bitcoin dominance stabilizes or slowly declines, liquidity begins to explore alternative opportunities. That's the environment we're seeing now, and it's the subtle sign that rotation could be starting. Institutional involvement is another critical piece. Multi-coin ETFs, index funds, and other regulated structures are making altcoin exposure easier for large players. When institutions can access Ethereum, Solana, and other leading altchains through approved investment vehicles, the conversation shifts from Bitcoin-only allocation to diversified strategies. This isn't hype, it's structural. Once capital has multiple avenues to enter the market, flows naturally extend into high-quality altcoins. On-chain signals reinforce this picture. Wallet activity is rising, exchange outflows are increasing, and top altcoins show growing transaction volumes and engagement. Retail interest is also returning to mid-cap and event-driven tokens, complementing institutional movement. These are not dramatic spikes yet, but the trend lines point toward early accumulation. When exchange balances decrease and on-chain metrics improve, price stability and potential upward momentum increase. So why be bullish now? Combining market structure, product evolution, and on-chain data suggests that the conditions for altcoin rotation are forming. The environment is moving from preparation into early execution. While this doesn't guarantee an immediate surge, it sets the stage for higher probability opportunities. Gradual movements often precede sharper rallies, and recognizing the early stage gives an advantage to disciplined participants. When considering strategy, layering is key. Allocate your core holdings to stable assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but leave room for smaller positions in promising altcoins. Avoid chasing hype or entering positions without structural justification. Monitor signals such as Bitcoin dominance shifts, ETF launches, and verified on-chain accumulation. As evidence strengthens, you can scale into alt positions while maintaining proper risk management. Selecting altcoins requires a systematic approach. Focus on projects with increasing network activity, consistent developer engagement, and upcoming catalysts such as upgrades, partnerships, or listings. Adequate liquidity and depth are essential to avoid slippage and allow for flexible entry and exit. This method prioritizes strategic participation over reactive speculation, reducing unnecessary exposure to volatility. Risk and timing remain important. Altcoin rotations often need triggers, such as macro events, regulatory clarity, or Bitcoin performance shifts. Without these triggers, accumulation phases may be prolonged. Patience is essential. Entering too early or aggressively increases the likelihood of temporary drawdowns. By aligning positions with evidence and trends, you manage both risk and opportunity. Daily routines can help maintain discipline. Review Bitcoin dominance and trend direction, assess wallet activity and exchange balances for your watch list, track upcoming catalysts, and monitor macroeconomic factors. Alerts for key price levels or events help you act strategically rather than emotionally. Consistency in monitoring and analyzing data provides a structural advantage in positioning for altcoin rotation. The lead phase of alt season favors high-quality projects with real utility. Layer 1 and Layer 2 networks, infrastructure plays, and tokens with concrete event-driven catalysts often outperform early. Mid-cap assets may follow, while retail-driven melt-ups occur later. Positioning in early phases increases the probability of benefiting from broad rotation while avoiding late-cycle volatility. In conclusion, the pieces are aligning. Market structure, institutional access, and on-chain signals indicate that altcoin rotation is forming. The environment is bullish, but requires careful execution. Discipline, evidence-based positioning, and monitoring of key indicators remain essential. By approaching the market strategically, you're prepared to participate in potential upside while protecting capital and staying adaptable. This period is an opportunity for those who combine patience with calculated action. Recognize patterns, understand structural shifts, and align exposure with high-probability assets. Altcoin season isn't a guarantee, but early recognition, preparation, and disciplined execution improve your odds of navigating the market successfully. Stay focused on the signals, maintain risk management, and treat this as a strategic process rather than chasing every headline. By doing so, you position yourself to benefit from emerging opportunities, keep exposure under control, and participate in a market phase that historically rewards both preparation and disciplined action. The environment is setting up, and those ready to act thoughtfully may find meaningful upside as altcoins enter their rotation phase.